Imagine yourself gathered around a crackling campfire, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and wood smoke. Stars begin to dot the darkening sky as stories are shared, and laughter rings out. In your hands you hold a steaming piece of bannock bread, its golden crust yielding to a soft, warm center. This simple flatbread, with its humble origins and rustic charm, has been a staple for centuries, enjoyed by cultures around the globe. From the Scottish Highlands to the Canadian wilderness, bannock bread has provided sustenance and comfort to travelers, pioneers, and families alike. Today, bannock bread continues to be a favorite among campers, hikers, and outdoor enthusiasts. Ready to make your own bannock bread? Stay tuned for our step-by-step guide and bring this timeless treat to your next adventure. What is it about bannock bread that continues to captivate our culinary imaginations? Perhaps it's the sense of nostalgia it evokes, taking us back to simpler times spent in nature. Or maybe it's the sheer satisfaction of creating something so delicious with so few ingredients. Beyond its historical and sentimental value, bannock is also incredibly versatile. It can be customized to suit any taste or dietary preference. Sweeten your bannock with honey or sugar, or add savory flavors with herbs and spices. Slather it with butter and jam for a classic treat, or get creative with savory toppings like cheese, avocado, or smoked salmon. At its heart, bannock bread is a celebration of simplicity, and this simplicity is reflected in its short list of ingredients. The star of the show is undoubtedly the flour, the very foundation upon which this humble bread is built. 2 cups of all-purpose flour are all you need to create the classic bannock texture, that perfect balance of chewiness and tenderness. All-purpose flour, as its name suggests, is incredibly versatile, making it a pantry staple in kitchens around the world. While all-purpose flour is the traditional choice for bannock, don't be afraid to explore other options. For a nuttier flavor and a boost of fiber, substitute whole wheat flour for all or part of the all-purpose flour. With the foundation of our bannock, the flour, taken care of, it's time to introduce the supporting players: salt and water. Salt, used sparingly at just half a teaspoon, is a flavor enhancer, subtly highlighting the other ingredients and bringing out the natural sweetness of the flour. Water, our next essential ingredient, is the lifeblood of our bannock dough. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of water, but the exact amount may vary depending on the humidity of your environment and the type of flour you're using. The key is to add the water gradually, mixing as you go, until a soft, pliable dough forms. With our flour, salt, and water combined, we've created the basic building blocks of our bannock bread. One such addition is oil or melted butter. A tablespoon of either of these ingredients, while not strictly necessary, can work wonders in terms of tenderness and richness. If you prefer the rich flavor of butter, unsalted butter is the way to go. With our ingredients prepped and ready, we embark on the transformative journey of turning these humble components into a cohesive dough. In a large bowl, measure out the 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To this pristine canvas, we add the half teaspoon of salt. Using a whisk or a fork, gently stir the salt into the flour, ensuring that it is evenly distributed throughout. This will prevent any pockets of excessive saltiness in the final bread. With our dry ingredients harmoniously combined, we turn our attention to the water, the lifeblood of our bannock dough. Pour a small amount of water into the bowl with the flour and salt mixture, using a wooden spoon or your hands to gently incorporate it. Continue adding the water gradually, a little at a time, mixing continuously until all the flour is hydrated and a cohesive dough begins to form. The dough should be soft and pliable, slightly tacky to the touch but not overly sticky. With our dough formed, we embark on the most tactile and satisfying part of the bannock making process: kneading. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface, dusting your hands with flour to prevent sticking. Begin kneading by pressing down on the dough with the heels of your hands, pushing it away from you in a rhythmic, rocking motion. Continue kneading the dough for 2 to 3 minutes, or until it becomes smooth and elastic. Our bannock dough, now smooth and elastic after its invigorating kneading session, rests on the lightly floured surface, eager for its transformation into the ideal flatbread shape. Gently, with flour-dusted hands, we gather the dough into a ball, feeling its springy texture beneath our fingertips. To transform this ball of dough into the classic Bannock disc, we employ a gentle touch and a rolling pin, or even just our hands. Aim for a thickness of about ½ an inch, allowing for a soft, pillowy interior, and a slightly crisp exterior when cooked. The beauty of Bannock bread lies not only in its simple ingredients and preparation, but also in its adaptability to various cooking methods. For those seeking the traditional campfire experience, shaping the Bannock dough around a stick is a time-honored method. If cooking on a hot rock or in a cast iron pan over a campfire or stovetop, a larger round disc is ideal. For a thinner, crispier Bannock, divide the dough into smaller discs before cooking. With our Bannock dough shaped and ready for its culinary transformation, we have one final opportunity to personalize our creation, embellishing its surface. Before cooking, consider adding a sprinkle of coarse sea salt to the surface of the dough. For a touch of sweetness, sprinkle the dough with a mixture of cinnamon and sugar. If you're feeling adventurous, get creative with savory toppings. Remember, these embellishments are entirely optional. Section 1. The pan-fried approach, golden perfection on the stovetop. The pan-fried method offers a convenient way to cook Bannock bread to perfection. Use a heavy-bottomed pan and a stovetop. Regulate the heat to cook evenly without burning. Choose cast iron or stainless steel for heat retention. Heat the pan gradually over medium heat. A hot pan ensures a golden brown crust. Add oil or butter to coat the pan. Place the Bannock dough carefully into the hot pan. Cook until golden brown, about 5 to 7 minutes. Avoid lifting the Bannock too often. Trust your senses, the aroma will fill your kitchen. Section 2. The ancient art of rock baking, harnessing nature's heat. For a truly primal cooking experience, embrace the ancient art of rock baking. This method, practiced by cultures around the world for centuries, utilizes the natural heat of sun-baked rocks to cook food slowly and evenly. Finding the perfect rock is crucial. Look for a flat, smooth rock that is free of cracks or crevices. Before placing your Bannock dough on the rock, it's essential to preheat the rock thoroughly. If using a campfire, carefully position the rock near the flames, allowing it to heat up gradually for at least 30 minutes. If harnessing the power of the sun, place the rock in a sunny location, ensuring it receives direct sunlight for several hours. A hot rock is essential for even cooking and preventing the Bannock from sticking. Once the rock is sufficiently hot, carefully place the shaped Bannock dough onto its surface. The dough should sizzle gently upon contact, indicating the rock is hot enough. Cook for about 10 to 15 minutes on the first side, or until the underside is golden brown and the edges are set. Carefully flip the Bannock using a spatula or tongs, and cook for an additional 10 to 15 minutes on the other side, or until golden brown and cooked through. Now it's your turn. Gather your ingredients, find the perfect rock, and experience the joy of making Bannock bread in the great outdoors. Happy baking! Few things evoke the spirit of the great outdoors quite like gathering around a crackling campfire, the air thick with the scent of wood smoke and anticipation. The stick method, a time-honored tradition among campers and outdoor enthusiasts, embodies the simplicity and resourcefulness of wilderness cooking. It's a method that connects us to generations past who relied on their skills and the bounty of nature to nourish themselves. Selecting the right stick is crucial for successful stick baking. Choose a sturdy, straight stick that is free of bark and any lingering sap. The stick should be long enough to hold comfortably over the fire without getting too close to the flames. Once you've found the perfect stick, sharpen one end to a point, making it easier to pierce the Bannock dough. Divide the Bannock dough into smaller portions and flatten each portion into a thin, oblong shape. Wrap the dough around the sharpened end of the stick, ensuring it is securely attached to prevent it from falling into the fire. Hold the stick over the hot embers of the fire, rotating it slowly to ensure even cooking. Cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on each side or until the Bannock is golden brown and cooked through. Whether you choose to pan fry, rock bake, or stick cook your Bannock bread, Knowing when it has reached peak deliciousness is key. Visually, a perfectly cooked bannock will boast a beautiful golden brown crust on both sides. The surface may have a few darker spots adding to its rustic charm. The aroma of baking bread is a sure sign that your bannock is nearing completion. The heat transforms the starches, releasing a sweet, warm, and slightly nutty aroma. Finally, listen for a gentle sizzling sound, indicating that the moisture within the dough is evaporating. Once this sizzling subsides, your bannock is nearing completion. Freshly cooked, its golden crust practically begging to be broken, your bannock bread awaits its final transformation, the addition of those all-important finishing touches that elevate it from simple sustenance to a culinary delight. And while this humble bread is undeniably delicious on its own, its true versatility shines through when paired with a variety of toppings, both sweet and savory. For a taste of pure, unadulterated comfort, there's nothing quite like the classic combination of butter, jam, or honey. As the warmth of the freshly baked bannock melts the butter, creating decadent pools of golden richness, the aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water. Spread a generous layer of your favorite jam, perhaps a vibrant berry preserve or a tangy marmalade, and let the sweetness mingle with the buttery, slightly salty notes of the bread. Or, for a taste of the wild, drizzle a spoonful of honey over your bannock, allowing its golden sweetness to cascade down the sides. The natural flavors of honey, with its subtle floral hints and varying degrees of intensity, complement the rustic charm of bannock perfectly. Close your eyes, take a bite, and let the combination of textures and flavors transport you to a sun-drenched meadow, the air buzzing with bees. While the classic sweet pairings for bannock bread are undeniably satisfying, don't underestimate the allure of savory toppings. This versatile bread lends itself beautifully to a wide range of flavors, transforming into a blank canvas for culinary creativity. For a savory twist on a classic, consider topping your bannock with a sharp cheddar cheese and a dollop of tangy chutney. The sharpness of the cheese cuts through the richness of the bread, while the chutney adds a burst of fruity sweetness and a hint of spice. Experiment with different cheese and chutney combinations, exploring the nuances of flavor profiles, perhaps a creamy brie with a fig and balsamic chutney, or a tangy goat cheese with a spicy tomato and chili chutney. For a heartier meal, transform your bannock into a vehicle for dipping. Serve it alongside a bowl of steaming soup, a creamy tomato soup, a hearty lentil stew, or a spicy chili, and use the bread to soak up every last drop of flavor. The bannock will absorb the flavors of the soup, creating a symphony of textures and tastes in every bite. While serving bannock bread as a standalone accompaniment is a delightful experience in itself, don't limit yourself to traditional bread-based applications. This versatile dough can be transformed into a variety of culinary creations, adding a touch of rustic charm to your meals. For a fun and portable snack, try cutting the cooked bannock into wedges, and serving them with a selection of dips, hummus, guacamole, or a creamy spinach and artichoke dip. The wedges are sturdy enough to hold their shape when dipped, and the neutral flavor of the bannock complements a wide range of dip flavors. For a more substantial meal, consider using bannock dough as a base for pizzas. Roll out the dough into individual pizza crusts, top with your favorite sauce, cheese, and toppings, and bake in a preheated oven or over a grill until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is melted and bubbly. The result is a rustic, flavorful pizza that's sure to satisfy even the most discerning pizza lover. From sweet to savory, simple to elaborate, the possibilities for serving and enjoying bannock bread are limited only by your imagination. So, gather your ingredients, stoke your campfire or preheat your oven, and get ready to experience the endless versatility of this beloved bread. Bannock bread, in all its simple glory, stands as a testament to the enduring power of tradition and the boundless possibilities of culinary creativity. From its humble origins as a campfire staple to its modern-day resurgence as a versatile bread for all occasions, bannock continues to captivate our palates and connect us to our shared culinary heritage. Whether you choose to embrace the rustic charm of cooking bannock over an open fire, or prefer the convenience of your own kitchen, the experience of creating and savoring this timeless bread is one to be cherished. The beauty of bannock lies not only in its simplicity, but also in its adaptability. Embrace the freedom to experiment with different flours, flavors and toppings, making this bread your own. Share the experience with loved ones gathering around a crackling campfire or a cozy kitchen table, and create memories that will linger long after the last crumb has been devoured. So go forth, embrace the spirit of Bannock, and discover the endless possibilities that await you in the world of this simple, yet extraordinary bread. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more campfire recipes, and visit our website for even more delicious ideas to elevate your outdoor cooking adventures.